I mean, I'm recording, so whatever. I guess we'll just say this is your Drive Home Podcast. I'm your Drive Home Podcast host, Ryan.
I'm your co-host,
We're
Tim,
here.
back live. I'm still here.
Still here. Still queer.
I wasn't going to say it.
It was too easy.
Still here, still queer.
That's an old one. I haven't heard that one in a long time. That's what she said.
So my go-to... Let me put my headphones on. My go-to... Like, how long have we been recording? How long have we been recording?
What was that?
How long have we been recording? Or did you just start?
Well, let me put these. All I can hear is the air conditioning. What'd you say?
How long have we been recording?
Oh, about 20 minutes.
Oh, what?
Why not?
Oh, my.
Why not?
All right, so as I was saying...
I'm going to put the camera on you.
Yeah, I ended up playing... I can't play it from this angle. You probably can't even hear it. Oh.
Way to go.
Jeez. Anyways.
Did you get him set up with the iPad or whatever?
Yeah, I think so. Did you get it?
Did you get the iPad?
It ain't even on. Oh, right there it is, that one. There's your presets. So you're going to have to figure out what the presets are.
There's that.
It's pretty in order,
Ryan
I think.
said.
Anyways, like I was saying, like my go-to,
Two and
like acoustic song is "Wanted Dead or Alive."
Really?
But I don't know why. I think it's because it's like it's technical and it's really hard for me to play on acoustic. Like on electric, it's like butter, but
Yeah.
I like it's just, you know, for me, I'm impressed if I can hit it, if I can nail it. Like on that Vine that we made.
I need to bring that up.
Dude, the
It's in my
fact that I hit
Facebook.
that on that, like, because I practiced it for a minute before I hit it.
Yeah.
But dude, like the fact that I can hit it on acoustic, it's just, I don't know. But like I was telling Kelly earlier today, before I started getting ready, I was like, I need to have another song in my back pocket, ready to go. And I've been talking about this song for a while, and it's like super easy. I just the rhythm is kind of weird. Waiting there for you. I don't know the words. Like I love the song.
See, that's the problem. You need to know all the words.
I need to memorize all the words.
Yeah.
Which I don't have them memorized. Shame on me for not, because I do love that song. I really do actually really love that song. But
It's a choruser.
it
Once you get
is.
to the chorus, like, oh yeah, this is good.
But what's nice is if you ever listen to the acoustic version of that song, there's no yelling, there's no like straining of the voice. Like it's not very like vocally, it's not very technical.
Did you notice that when Friends, when Chandler and Monica got married, they had a symphony version of that song playing
No.
as she was coming? Yes.
What?
It was a symphony.
See, this is
version.
why Kelly should have been here. I bet
Yeah.
she would know that. She is a huge.
Well, she could call
Friends
me out
fan.
if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty. I remember
We're not live
hearing
on
that.
YouTube, are we?
No, I didn't think about that. We could have. We could have honestly done that. Crap, I should have. Oh well. Next time. Next month.
I'm gonna.
Next
I'll forget
season.
to ask her.
No, so I'll just go ahead.
So
and
wait, repeat that. I'm gonna phrase it in a trivia question. Like, what is the song that what? Oh, hang on.
That was
hang on.
playing
She's
during-
calling me right now. Hang on
Oh,
a second.
perfect. Live. Get her on the mic. Make sure the bottom is touched.
Hello?
by the-
Hey.
Hey, I was just getting ready to text you. We have a trivia question for you.
Live.
Live. We're recording right now. You're on the air.
Can they hear me?
Yeah. Well, we're not live.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
can
we're,
hear.
are we broadcasting? We're not live. are we?
No.
But
This
we're
is
recording.
a live podcast.
This is a live prodcast.
Podcast.
What's the question?
Podcast. So the trivia question is, what is the song that
Chandler and Monica.
Chandler and Monica
when they got married and Monica was walking down the aisle.
When Monica was walking down the aisle when they got married, what is the song that was playing?
There wasn't a song playing when she walked down the aisle.
Yes, there was.
There was a song playing when Phoebe walked down, and there was a song when Ross and Rachel first did it.
What is the? I could be wrong on this. Then what is the name of that song?
What song?
Ryan said that they had an entire symphony cover the song.
When
there was steel drums playing a popular song when Phoebe walked down the aisle.
What song was that? Do you remember?
Oh my God! You know what? And I've thought about this for the longest time. I cannot remember. Like, I can't place the song.
Oh, get it back.
Differently.
Scott, hold this for me. Hold my phone up to the mic.
There you go.
I have to look up if there was a song playing when Rachel or when Monica walked down the aisle, because I don't think there was.
Was it this song?
She probably can't hear it. Can you even hear what that song is, Kelly? Can you hear what that song is?
Yeah, she does, because I was playing at the house before I left, so she knew what I was playing.
Okay. I'm surprised she didn't know that one. She didn't know that one. I'm almost 99.99% chance that it was a symphony version of Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
I'll get back to you on that. Give me...
Yeah, go ahead and watch the episode and call us back.
Let me get back to you on that.
Please call me back.
Yeah,
or
if you
Google
could
it.
get back to me on that, that would be great.
You come in on Saturday. Ooh, I was going to need you to come in on Sunday as well.
No, I actually called you because my mom said...
Do I need to take you off the podcast?
No.
I thought this might have been personal.
It's not personal. We get to go out. Yay!
Woo, woo.
Woo, woo. All right, I'm going to go look this up, and then I will
All right.
let you know that I think I'm right.
Well, Ryan's got to be up early, so I'm going to just bring Scott with me so that way he doesn't have to drive home tonight. He's shaking his head. I don't know if that means yes or no.
Okay.
I'm just going to kidnap him. He can't argue with me because he keeps telling me no for like the last 5 times I've asked him to come hang out with us. He did show up at David's, though. Speaking of, we got to get out of this Canon thing. I mean, I realize I really want to talk about this.
I got it.
All right, got to go, babe. Love you.
We'll talk about it. So, how was everyone's 4th of July? We got Tim here. We got Scott here.
Let's ask
I almost
Scott
said Kelly
first.
because she was just on the phone.
Yeah.
But technically, she was here.
Let's ask Scott how his 4th was. I know how his night ended.
Oh, this sounds
jeez.
interesting.
Jeez.
Well, it was nice. Had the whole week off from work because my birthday is on the 2nd. So I always take the week off for the 4th of my birthday. With the family,
That's right.
the
He
day
forgot
of.
to tell me his birthday's the 2nd. I had to put it in my phone so that way I don't forget next year.
And then the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th had parties to go to, with the 4th being...
Every day?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. That's pretty much what I was going through, too.
So, but then, of course,
Yeah.
as Tim will get into it, I went to his...
jeez. I ruined his 4th.
Oh, no.
family's,
What happened? Oh, you told me a little bit. You told... Because you told him... This is real funny. I just got to say real quick. I was texting Tim. I was like... What? So, okay, you told... So, you know I had COVID like a month ago or whatever.
Yep.
And I asked him... Well, you were like okay to come over as long as I was not, sick or anything, which I am not.
Yeah.
And then Tim was like, I don't know how he knows. I'm like, well, how would he would have known unless I told him?
Like, how
Unless
did you
told
find
him.
out he had COVID?
You told me.
When did I tell you?
He doesn't remember.
At the party.
That's what I'm saying. It's the only time I could think of I told him.
Gee, that's what was funny was because I didn't tell anyone but you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how would he know unless you told him?
Dude, I totally forgot that I told him.
Yeah.
And
I don't care.
Yeah, but still, that's like your business. I don't like sharing that information either.
Well,
like,
I get
that's
it.
up to you
I get it.
tell people.
I get
but
it.
like,
Because we were talking about recording, and then you're just like, yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah, we were gonna record.
That's
Okay.
what I
haven't-
said.
Yeah,
That's-
because
I
like,
get-
we
I
haven't
get it.
recorded in a
That
while.
makes
It's like,
sense.
I'm like, I haven't seen him. Like,
Yeah.
I forget who it was that I was here with. And he's like, and then that's how it all.
made the most
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
I still don't remember telling him. I still don't remember telling him that he had that you had COVID.
Yeah.
But I was thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, the only time I could think I would have told him is when I was telling him at the party, like, yeah, dude, we haven't recorded in like over a couple
It
months.
was a while. It's been
I
a
was
while.
like, and that's the only time I could think I would have told him was like, yeah, we were gonna record, but then he ended up getting COVID. I was like, he's like, oh yeah.
But like to his defense though, is because like.
Oh,
Like, 'cause I forget, he was saying something like that. Like, I think I asked, like, well, why? It's like, because I haven't seen him for a while either.
Yeah.
Or, no,
Yeah.
I said I
I was
haven't
telling him
heard
to
from
prepare
him.
for today. I was like, dude, just be ready for next week. Like, I don't know if you got anything going on, but we probably will record next week because I ain't got the kids. But
Because, like, I said, like, because he said he was going to give you my number, and, like, we were talking
Right,
before.
right.
And, like, I think that's what it was. Like, I said, like, yeah, I haven't heard from him, so what's
Yeah.
going on with that? And then I think that's what triggered that.
oh, that's fine.
So.
you like
Yeah.
my new trucker head?
Oh, there you go.
You like that?
Yeah, man.
I took my daughter shopping for her. You got a camera? You got a preset camera? I look like a goofball with these headphones on with this. Like,
No,
put
that's
that
me.
one on.
Whoops.
That's you.
Oh, we're
Which
wrong.
one's you?
9?
What happened?
Oh,
that
there
one
you
right
are.
there.
You're on the
Cool.
camera of the iPad that you're holding.
Like, there you go.
It's
Dude, I always give my kids like $100 or whatever to go shopping for their birthday. And they usually go to like Walmart or Target. The boys finally discovered GameStop, but then we still end up going to Target because they're cheaper than GameStop for whatever reason. My daughter wanted to go to Hobby Lobby. And I don't know if you guys know anything about Hobby Lobby, but it's like Pat Catan's or like Michael's.
yeah.
It's a
It took
craft
over
store.
for Packet
Dude,
yeah.
like for me, I was like, I told her, I was like, sweetie, I'm going to give you $100 to go shopping. It's like, I'm going to spend $100 on myself going shopping here. And sure enough, man, I walked out of there $195 by the
Oh
time I
my
walked out of there.
God.
I got some kitchen utensils, like some necessities, but like I seen this hat. I'm like, because I guess I'm turning into a hat guy. I've got about like maybe 10 hats on my
Yeah.
car right now. It helps cover up my bald head, especially when I don't shave for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But dude, I seen this. I'm like, man, this is the corniest, like just goofy hat, just a little smiley face. I'm like, I gotta get this. I
There you
love
go.
it.
Why not?
But yeah, and then I got a model car. What else I get? Oh, I got Nintendo and the NES, the original NES.
Oh wow. Is
Uh,
it the little one with all the games in it?
no, it's
Oh.
cup holders. I should have brought them over, man. I should have took a picture of them. They're coasters.
Oh, that's
they're
sweet.
coasters.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And they're in the shape of the NES cartridges with the game labels like Super Mario Brothers 3, Super
That's
Mario Brothers
sweet.
2, Metroid or something. They got some other ones. Bought a bunch of other stuff. I can't remember what else I bought, but just, the essentials.
Yeah, everything
the
that you need.
essentials. Let's see. We got an update on this trivia question.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see. Kelly, you're live on Your Drive Home.
Yes. So, Ryan, you are wrong.
Wrong.
Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
Oh, now you come on. I can't hear. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Sorry,
All
I
right,
needed
so-
the sound effects. So what song was it?
Tell me
When Chandler walks down the aisle with his two mothers, the song is A Groovy Kind of Love, which, by the way, I could pinpoint because I am human jukebox. And when Monica walks down the aisle, it is just a random symphony song played by a string quartet.
does it at least slightly resemble
You're gonna have to look it up.
that song that
Everlong.
Are you sure that? Because I'm gonna have to look this up. I don't know. I might have to.
Look it up. It doesn't resemble it. It's a groovy kind of love. It's like a song from the 60s.
Look, more hitchhikers.
Really?
Pick 'em up.
Pick 'em up.
Man.
All right.
All right. Proven wrong. I could have swore that was. So did you happen to look up that song? Is she still there?
Yeah.
Did you happen to look up symphony version of what's the song called?
Groovy Love.
Everlong?
No, Everlong.
Everlong.
Everlong by
During
Foo Fighters.
Friends at all? Was it ever for any wedding? I swear I remember hearing this.
So, babe, did you look it up? Did you Google it, or did you actually go to the episode?
Yeah, because listen.
I just watched that part of the episode.
Okay, so wait a minute. Go back to that episode and go to the credits at the end of the episode, and go to the very end. No, because they have to give the credits to the song. So like they will put the list of songs at the end of the credits at that episode. Do that and call us back.
Okie dokie.
Okay, fine.
Or we could do it here, but whatever.
Yeah, we could do it here.
It's easier to have.
She's already got it queued up because she was actually just watching Friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's on like the 20th time watching them through.
I was never a fan of Friends.
Really? Oh, man.
Like, I've seen clips here and there, and like, I mean, I chuckled, like, I thought it was funny, but it was something I never got into. Like, I never, like, I have to go home and watch this right now.
Could you be any more Scott Olsen? I don't know. It's not funny. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, Chandler was the best. He was so funny. It's so sad that he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. But
I miss Chris Farley more, though.
Oh, for sure. Well, Almost Heroes. Both of them were in it.
Yep.
So good.
Yep.
One of his last movies. I think it was his last movie.
Man.
You know, they were doing a lot of like coke on that show.
Yeah, they were.
He
We
was
talked about
skinny as
that.
a rail.
We talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could tell the one season when he got cleaned up.
Yeah.
Like he got fat and then he wasn't as funny.
The very next episode of like the next season.
Yeah, the first
And it was supposed to be a
episode, yeah.
continuation of what was going on. And he could
he got a tan. He
was
gained
tan
like
and everything. He didn't
20
look-
pounds, dude.
He didn't look the same at all. That's sad, man. Crazy, man.
But
Stars are crazy. Paris Hilton.
what were we talking? We were going down the rabbit trail to 4th of July.
Yes. What happened to Scott on the 4th of July? Because we cut him off big time.
So, well, wait.
Well, it kind of will lead into. Never mind. We're putting on hold.
Hold that thought. We'll come right back to it. Kelly, you're live on Your Drive Home podcast. What do you got for us? Oh, wait a minute. You're not on speakerphone. You're live on Your Drive Home podcast. What do you got for us?
All right. Tim, no, the credits are not given to anybody in the credit is not given in the credits to anyone but the Rembrandts for the theme song. And after they say I do, there is a string version of Everlong.
I knew
It
it.
was right.
I knew it.
It was after. Not
when she was
before,
walking down the aisle.
It's close enough, Ryan. You still get the point.
I
man.
remember that, man, because I remember that was so cool sounding, and I was like, if I ever get married, I would love that song to be playing.
I'll play it for you.
That would be amazing.
The stringed version?
It's a string version.
Well, so listen,
Symphony,
listen. Kelly went and bought some violin books on how to learn how to play violin again because she used to play back in the day.
Yeah.
We have a violin at the house.
Let's do it.
Babe, that's your goal.
Yep.
I will get it out right now.
All right.
Whoa.
And call us back.
Whoa, call us back.
4-year-old playing, but
Yeah,
Listen, just
play
don't
it.
call Scott's phone next time. Don't call my phone. You got his number, right?
Well, it's off. It'll go straight to voicemail.
Perfect.
Too funny.
Perfect.
Oh, man. That's great.
Babe, thank you so much. You've been a huge help. I appreciate you fact checking us, and it looks like everybody gets a point.
Yeah, I think everyone wins. in
Everybody
the
but
end.
me. I'm the only one that didn't get a point.
You don't know friends like we do.
I'm not a Friends fan. So.
Oh yeah, and Scott just
That's-
confessed. He just came out and said that he does not like Friends.
Oh, you have to leave.
Gotta go. Bye.
So,
So,
About
as mistakes.
She's probably gonna call me back. You hung up on me.
oh, she's gonna just show up at the door like, "Where's he at?"
Yeah, probably.
But 4th of July, it'll probably could be a good segue to Tim's because, like he was mentioned, like about the whole canon thing.
Yeah.
I'll let him get into it, his story. But let's just say that hyped it up. Thought it
Hyped
had
what up? Hyped what up, Scott?
The cannon, shooting off the cannon.
We're talking about what kind of cannon is this?
This, I forget the actual.
It's a
make with
Civil War replica that my grandfather made
That's
for
insane.
the bicentennial parade years ago, if I remember the story correctly. for the Bicentennial Parade way back when, and we've had it for all this time, and now my dad owns it.
Wow.
My dad bought it off him like years ago. Go ahead, Scott.
But he was all excited, got hyped up, and then I had some disappointment. But that's his story to tell.
Yeah.
Should I play the video along with that?
So,
or what was
you got the videos queued up?
Yeah, they're ready to go.
So show the picture. Yeah, I see you got the picture there.
It's a montage. So well, I sent it to you in order. So okay, So this is one.
So this is the Canon. This is what it looks like, right?
They wheel that thing up.
Yeah. So we actually have to hide it in. It's my dad's childhood friend. I call him Uncle Dave, but he's really not my family. But he's close enough. I love him like an uncle. He's my funny uncle. So we have to hide it in the shed because once it goes off, we have to put it away before the cops show. You know, like, I mean, this thing sounds like a bomb going off.
Oh,
okay?
Man.
So
it's illegal to have this thing?
Oh God, yeah. The police will confiscate it. Like they'll take it. They don't care. They don't care what it is. They don't care about the sentimental value or anything. They don't care. But we don't put any like projectiles in it. It's just black powder and brown paper bags. That's the only thing that goes in it. It's just when you pack it and you light it, the compression is just so much. It's just like it's like a mortar going off. I mean, like those mortar fireworks.
Yeah.
You drop them in there, boom, boom. Like you could hear it outside. You think all your windows are going to shatter when you hear your neighbors set one off. Like that's how this thing feels. But this literally will blow the windows out. We've done it.
It's supposed to be changing. I don't know why it isn't.
Yeah. Scott broke it.
Is there a?
It looks like it's looping the picture. Like the picture's looping. Like I keep seeing an artifact on the screen.
So it's supposed to. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Well,
It's upside down.
Well, this is the video. Was I supposed to go?
That's how you
Yeah,
send
wait.
it.
It's upside down though. Wait, pause it. Can you pause it?
But not from my end.
Oh.
Why is it upside down?
I don't know. Can you rotate it? Rotate the.
I can, but damn.
Yeah, rotate
Why the
it.
hell did that happen?
I don't know.
Look at this thing.
No.
That's right. That's wrong too.
Yeah, it is wrong. It's wrong order.
But
Can you rotate it?
yeah, I can.
For our viewers.
Yeah, here.
So go back to the last video. No, go back to the last video.
Let the rest of this play. Now this is gonna be backwards.
What a beauty. Oh, there she is. Rotate it one more. Wait, pause it. Pause it.
Damn it.
Pause it.
Why did it happen like this? What?
I don't know.
Never
Oh,
seen
there
it.
we go. Okay, so
Never
this
seen
was
anything like it.
this was the first one that I did. Okay, this is the first time. Now let me give you a little bit of backstory about what's going on here. My dad has owned. Pause it for a second before it goes off. So try to get the audio if you can.
It should be there.
Okay,
It's
so
all the way up.
this is my first year manning the cannon by myself. I've helped work the cannon for years,
Yeah.
but like I was completely in charge of the cannon. Like I brought the black powder, I made the packs to divvy out how big the shot was going to be.
Yeah.
I brought all the materials that needed to be there, except for the cannon. The cannon was already there.
Yeah.
It was a big moment for me. Okay, like and because everybody at the party, you know. My Uncle David, his brother and sister, they actually go get fireworks. They spend a bunch of money on fireworks, like good fireworks. And the cannon kind of like sits in the background. So like as the fireworks are going off, you know, every so often we'll boom, you just see a cannon going off.
Yeah.
Fire no, boom, and the thing goes off, right? So if the audio is there, go ahead and play this one. This is the first one, and it was awesome. It was sweet.
All right. So here's
This is my first solo cannon. I was so proud of myself. That doesn't do it justice. It's like going to a NASCAR race. Like you could watch
Oh, yeah, it's
NASCAR
a
in the race and be
video, yeah.
bored out of your mind. But dude, if you go there and you feel the energy, oh my goodness, dude. Okay, so pause this. Actually, is there another video after? Because I sent another video.
These are the only ones I have uploaded.
Okay, so the other video that I sent you, like it was like the angle was like from behind the cannon.
Yeah,
You
and
didn't-
it didn't end. I remember the one that you sent me. It was you yelling something, but then it stopped.
That's the most important one. I wanted you to upload that one.
Well, why did it do that? Well, you should have said that.
I sent everything I wanted to upload. So I had a really good angle.
Why did
of-
it do that?
Yeah, let me explain. So I had a really good angle. I set my phone up right behind the cannon.
Yeah.
Like I probably would have ruined my phone if it actually would have went off.
Yeah.
I was so excited about the first one, and my dad told me if you want a bigger boom, you got to pack the paper in there tighter.
Yeah.
So so I was like, oh, you guys like that one? That was good. So the next one, I was like, sweet, let's go. I put the black powder pack nice and easy in there.
Yeah.
It hits the wick, so you know it touched the wick. The wick is touching it, and then the first pack of paper bags, I just shoved it in there as hard as I could. I mean, I packed it in there as tight as I could.
Yeah.
And we put about 6 or 8 brown paper, like from Giant Eagle brown paper bags.
Yeah.
You just open them up, ball them up, and stick them in there. They're nice and tight. Well, we light it. The video I sent you, it didn't go off.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know.
fire in the hole, fire in the hole.
After you shouted it and everything.
Then
That sucks. I'll edit it in here.
the video I sent you, that was actually just a clip. That was actually like a 20-minute, it was like a 20-minute video.
Yeah.
I just sent you the clip of the first one because we ended up, because if it doesn't go off, what do you do, man? Like,
Right,
you don't want that
right.
thing going off when you're standing next to it. It'll blow your eardrums out, man.
Right.
And you don't want nobody walking in front of it. You know, you're dead.
Right.
So we had to like wait. You know, give it the old. It's 30 minutes, but I mean, after 5 minutes, it didn't go. It's not going to go. So we ended up taking some black powder, putting it inside of the wick hole, packing that in there, and then taking another wick and like screwing it down in there, hoping that when we light the wick would light that little bit of black powder, and that black powder would poof inside and light the paper and light the black powder that was in the cannon. That didn't work either.
Damn.
So that was twice. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! And everybody at the party is waiting for another big boom, you know?
So what about this?
So pause that. Yeah, so pause that. I got to get to that. So then we're still brainstorming. It's raining a little bit. Again, my dad's not there. That's why I'm in charge.
Yeah.
My dad's working. He's down on this the Lady Carolina down on the lake.
Yeah.
He got this new job working the boat down there. Cool, whatever. He finally calls me back. We're already in the middle of our third and final brainstorm. The neighbor decided he's actually a police officer here. He come over. He's like, hey, how about use some lighter fluid? I was like,
Oh my
you know
God.
what? I don't really like that idea. And then we thought about it. And I thought about it. And I thought about it. I'm like, okay, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. Let's put some lighter fluid down in the wick hole. We'll put a few drops down there. Let it soak in on the paper.
Yeah.
Let it kind of soak in.
Get in there.
And then we let it sit for a few minutes. And then we put a little bit more in there.
Yeah.
And then we put a little bit more in there and let that soak. And then I put the wick down in there. And hopefully we light that. It'll light the lighter fluid. It'll catch everything on fire. And then it'll blow.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, at this point, it's like 10 o'clock at night. It's like almost 10:30. And I started the second shot at 8:30. So it's like 2 hours late,
Yeah.
right?
You can tell it was the sun was setting.
Oh, it was dark. You couldn't see anything out there.
Oh, so this isn't it.
Yeah, and no, this isn't it. And they're already shooting off the fireworks. They're already doing the firework bit. Like, they're going at it. Like, they got a little area over there, they're shooting it off. I'm over here on the side behind the fireworks trying to get this thing going.
Yeah.
Flashlights, phones, everything.
Yeah.
Man. And it's raining. It's not like pouring, but it's trickling. And I'm trying to keep everything
sounds
dry
like-
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
That's another thing. I didn't want water getting inside the cannon because then that's also going to mess it up.
Right.
Third time. Fire in the hole!
And just
And I put an extra long wick on it because we had lighter fluid on the top of the cannon.
Right.
So I had to put an extra long wick on there so that way I could have enough time to run away so it didn't catch the top of the cannon on fire and blow us up. It still didn't go off. Dude, I was so disappointed. I felt like I let everybody down because everybody wants to see the cannon. That's why they show up every year. That's not the reason why, but they're all looking forward to it. They're used to it. Scott didn't even get to see it. He heard about it. He showed up after the first one went off. So like he said, I'm hyping it up. I was even showing him videos from last year, trying to get him to come out, trying to get our other buddy Eric to come out, and I'm like trying to get people to come out. I even asked you what you were doing, man.
Yeah,
dude, I was so disappointed. So.
Damn.
I hung out there. Me and Kelly hung out at my uncle's house all night. Everybody went to bed. Me and my Uncle Dave, we stayed up all night. We were swimming in the pool, just hanging out, drinking, relaxing, listening to music, just making fun of my dad because him and my dad are best friends. They grew up together, so me and him was making fun of him, just telling funny stories about him. My dad's idea was take a drill out the wick. Just drill right through the bottom of it as far as you can go, and then try to put the wick down through that. So that's what I did, and I used my hands and I used the drill bit, and I kept screwing it in there until I seen black powder on the tip. Put the wick in there, push play. Ooh. Whoa. so my uncle's one recording. You can hear Kelly in the background. Play one more time. I want you to see it like right when it goes off. If you watch the wheels, this thing is not light, bro. Like this thing is heavy. I want you to play that video one more time, and if you watch the wheels, dude, it comes up off the ground.
Oh wow.
It launches it up off the ground, and I actually thought I broke it. I actually had a couple other pictures I didn't send, but I thought I broke it. My dad told me because this thing's old. He's like, dude, it ain't gonna last forever. And you do not want to be standing behind this thing when it goes off, because if the weld breaks, it's going to be like a gun shooting you in the back. I don't know if the wheels bounce on this one. Yeah, they're a little bit. Yeah,
yeah, it
digs in. But that the other video, so it was the next day. Everybody's gone. Nobody's there. It's just me, my uncle Kelly, and my son Ben. Dude, I'm still disappointed, bro, because everybody missed it. I mean, I got to watch it. I was standing right there. I almost blew my kneecaps off. But
that's them. That's on them, man.
I'm telling you, there's nothing like it. Like the power, like the feeling,
that is
the
wild.
Percussion.
That's how they used to fight, and like that was. Have you ever seen the first? You know the first
the Patriot.
Yeah,
you see the cannonballs bouncing.
Did you know the first machine gun ever made? They put it on something like that, like wheels like that.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy? Like that's. Yeah, dude,
bro,
it's crazy.
Because when I saw him packing the cannon,
like
that was like the first thing my mind went to is like people actually shot at each other with these things.
Yeah,
it's, like,
it's insane.
And that's like 200-300 years ago now.
On a boat at another boat.
It was just
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat.
Just puncturing holes and drowning your enemy.
But like, dude, me and my dad was talking about it, like going over safety procedures. And like that was the joke for me for like the whole week, even leading up to it, even the day of. I was like, everybody's like, "What are you doing for the 4th?" I was like, "Well, I've been charged to man the cannon, so my goal is to not blow my arms off."
Yeah,
I was like, "That's only a mistake you make twice, so hopefully I don't blow my arms off."
Yeah,
and I was joking with my dad, and he's like, "Dude, if you ever watch those old history." Like documentaries and stuff, like how they used to be on ships. He's like, sometimes, there's like a hot piece of amber in there. You put that black powder in there and you put that wad in there and it lights off before you even light the wick because there's still hot pieces of like debris in the cannon. I was like, because he's telling me, he's like, yeah, like let it shoot, hide it, wait an hour or so, let it cool off, make sure there's nothing, I'm like, I could not imagine loading that thing up time after time after time. Like it was like, every, 2 minutes, 3 minutes or something? Is that how long it take to?
I don't even know. I thought
he told me. I can't remember. But
I thought they put round boulders in those things. I didn't know they pack them with stuff.
So they do. So what I packed it with is just black powder, brown paper bag.
So that blasts it out, whatever you have in.
Yeah. So we're not
like a gun.
So that first one, the brown paper bag, I actually put too much, and the first few pieces went on the other side of the neighbor's yard. So they went past.
Even that stuff.
Past it was just brown paper bag.
Yeah, but it went far.
Yeah, so if we actually were using this in war, I would still put the brown paper bag, but then I'd put like a big cannonball right on top and just lay that right on there.
Man.
That brown paper bag is gonna push that cannonball out, and it's gonna go rolling like, you know,
That's crazy.
5-10 blocks down the street or more. I don't know.
Wow. You imagine even with handguns, they did that. They pack a little gun like that and put a little pebble in there, and then
Oh, jeez.
yeah. I forget what movie it was. There was like what was it? Like maybe a vampire movie or something, where the girl was being chased by a vampire and she's packing the gun and I forget what movie was that. It was like 30 Days a Night or something. Maybe the beginning of it or something. One of those movies.
Interview with a Vampire?
No, it was a newer movie. I know that. I don't know. I've been watching so many movies, man. I pay for Netflix and stuff, so you might as well watch what's on there. And there's nothing but garbage on there, dude. I watched like
What
the
did I
movie
recently watch?
The Hitman. Did you watch that? The Hitman with that guy.
It's based on the game, though. If you never played the game,
dude, it's
movie's
just a
probably not worth it.
story about a love story. It's
Hitman.
It
I believe.
sucked.
Oh.
Dude, it has
I
that
haven't watched
guy
it
in it that's in everything
You
right
play
now.
Hitman? Video game?
Like, I know what it is, but
I never really played
No,
it.
that's a different Hitman. Hitman was that bald guy that had the guns. That was a
Yeah.
sweet movie. This was a new movie called The Hitman, which was literally
They had The
about
Rock.
this guy.
The Rock and
No. This
and-
guy was a fake hitman. He pretended to be a hitman and would get people arrested. That was the whole movie. So the whole movie was just conversation after conversation with different people talking up how he's killed people. It sucked. It sucked.
Boo.
It sucked. That he falls in love with one girl that wants to kill her husband, and eventually they kill her husband. And at the end, they fall in love. They live happily ever after, and it's like one of those morbid like love stories. But it sucked. Dude.
Me and Kelly's halfway through Identity Thief.
What is it?
Identity Thief with Michael
Oh, that's a
Pittman
good movie. That was funny.
And,
I watched that with my parents, and that was really awkward.
oh, I bet.
There were some scenes that were really. I was like, whoa.
Probably not as awkward as watching like Prawn.
Prom.
Rated air or like corn hub scenes. You know,
Oh, that
those deep sexual scenes and
Well, yeah, that of
like
course.
like those awkward like you see those memes where it's like when it's like 10 o'clock at night and you're watching a movie with your parents and then they start doing it. It's like it's so awkward. Oh, it's the most awkward thing.
I've never experienced
You've
that.
you never like been watching a movie and like they have like a love scene and you're watching the movie.
Oh,
with-
well, yes.
I'm not talking like graphic images, but I'm just still.
Yeah, it is. You don't notice it until they're there.
Oh, and it's
You're
like,
oh, there's.
I got to use the bathroom right about now.
Speaking of that, there
Hey, want some popcorn? Need some popcorn?
the movie Pearl Harbor when that came out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is there something in
Three
there?
and a half hour movie.
It was like nothing too graphic, but there's a scene in there, and I think I was like in middle school maybe when that came out, and I'm watching it with my mom, my grandma, and I think my dad may have been
Oh,
there.
yikes! Yeah.
And then when that scene pops up, and my mom's like, "Close your eyes," and then my response to her is like, "Well, what are you going to tell me
Close
when
your eyes, Mom.
Well, because
Yeah.
and then my response to her is like, "What are you going to tell me when I'm married? Sit there and tell me to close my
Oh,
eyes?" And
jeez.
my grandma started cracking up, and she's like, "That was pretty good."
Perfect.
And it's just like, what do you want me to do? It's like I'm
I'm
going to see
trying
this
to-
at some point.
It is funny, like you don't think anything of it. Like even a movie with a lot of swearing, like I'll refer a movie to my dad or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that movie had a lot of swearing in it. I mean, I know he doesn't
My
care.
grandparents don't like a lot of swearing.
Yeah, well, he doesn't care, but my mom, she would not sit there and listen to that. But like,
No.
but you forget, you don't realize until you watch a movie with your
We're just so
parentals.
numb to it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're like, oh,
You know what I
sorry.
mean? Like-
I didn't even realize. Yeah, perfect example. The
Even
wrong
if you don't
Missy.
talk like that, even if you don't use
Yeah.
those kind of language, like you hear it all the time, like in the workplace, on TV. You know what
I feel like
mean?
Netflix has really bad. Like, there's a lot of sexual, like,
Amazon's worse.
dude, it's all bad. dude.
Amazon's worse.
Amazon?
Dude, have you ever watched The Boys?
I have not. No, I'm
You-
still
oh
never
my
watched.
goodness gracious!
One of these days I'll watch.
Just watch the first episode.
Oh,
the
really?
first scene, dude. Oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
I don't
It's
think I have
so
Amazon,
graphic.
so
What was that?
I don't think I have Amazon to watch it though.
Amazon Prime?
You got Plex? You got Sean's Plex? Hit me up after the show. I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah, he knows a guy. Yeah, I know it's on there. I have it on. I just one of those shows. I watched the first episode recently of. Well, it wasn't recent. It was like a year ago. It was Chris Pratt. Some show where his family gets killed. It was a Tom Clancy show, a book adapted into a series.
With Chris Pratt.
Yeah, it starts with an EX, like extortion or something like that.
Extortion.
I forget what the show is called. It was good, but I gave up on it. I was like, you know what, this is kind of slow, and I never finished it.
Yeah, the only show
Extraction.
that popped up to mind when you said Chris Pratt was Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
That's the only first
Oh,
thing.
dude, he's in everything. He's in the new Garfield movie.
Is he?
Really?
Yeah, he plays he's doing all this voiceover stuff right now. Like I think he's a little tired. I'm a little tired of seeing Chris Pratt and everything.
Yeah.
He's in everything.
I don't think so. Think about all these other
Right.
big name movie stars like Tom
who?
Cruise or
Well, Tom's like 60-something.
yeah, but I'm
years old.
saying like, you know, back in the day, like, dude, they were doing movies back to back and TV shows and interviews, like.
But there's so many celebrities now. Why do we got to use the same people?
Yeah,
You see like
true.
Jake
'Cause we
Gyllenhaal.
love them.
Yeah, that's why. Jake Gyllenhaal's in a lot of stuff right now. He just did that new Roadhouse, and then he also has a new
I
movie
still haven't
out.
seen it.
Me neither, because I
He's
never
made
saw.
a comeback.
I never saw the original Roadhouse.
You know what happened to him? And this is my own opinion. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah.
I think Brokeback Mountain put a bad mark on him.
I never saw that either.
I think I did see it, but I didn't get the
The most I ever
gay
saw.
vibes that I guess it had.
Dude, the
it
most.
didn't feel as bad as what everybody made it out to be. Like watching it.
Well, the most I ever saw of that, believe it or not, was I was at youth camp one year. You probably remember this. You got the youth camp shirt on. And we were at youth camp, and there was a guy that was preaching, and he would preach, like, he would play, like, a movie clip, and he would preach on
remember
that
that.
movie. And he did Brokeback Mountain in church. He played, it was something about how the main character and his father were disconnected. Or
I love that, though. I love that.
Yeah,
because,
I'm sure
Because
there
that is, like,
probably the prodigal son he probably was comparing it to.
whatever it is, like, it's just so edgy. And it's really progressive,
Right.
especially in a church setting, especially the church that we grew up in.
And that was early 2000s.
Yeah.
So that was edgy.
Yeah, and that was a very controversial movie. I bet you he got a lot of pushback from his other
not like that. They
dude.
Because we were teenagers and we were like, this is awesome. We're watching like a Matrix movie clip
Yeah.
in church. Like he would do the Matrix. I remember the movies. He did Matrix. He did
Apocalypto. Yep.
And I remember parts from that movie. I've never seen it, but I remember like
I never seen the movie either.
Yeah, that was big in like the early 2000s. Preaching, trying to be, like you said, edgy. You're trying to be like.
It actually inspired me to do one of those times that I actually taught youth the youth group the one time when they let me actually teach. I ended up doing something similar to that. Like it was a song or a movie clip. I can't remember what it was that I did, but I ended up doing something similar to that. To kind of, but I'm nothing that progressive, nothing that.
I did something like that too when I was preaching. Believe it or not, I was over at there was this church called The Way, and they had a youth group, and they asked me to preach, and I used a video clip. It wasn't from a movie, but it was just some kid talking about what is it? The woman at the well.
Yeah.
That story, and I just showed the video, and then I was like, well, I don't know what to say now. Like I pretty much just told the whole sermon. I don't know what to say now.
Where was that located at? Was that over in Lakewood?
No, it was over in North Olmsted.
I thought I remember you telling me about that place.
The
It was
Way.
like, was it like a closed down, like?
It was one of those veterans VHF.
Yeah,
halls
you
or
guys just had
whatever.
like chairs set up in there. Yeah, I remember.
They would
you
just
telling
set
me
up
about that.
chairs, and I remember.
I remember you telling me when you started going over there.
Yeah, man. Well, that pastor's now in prison.
What?
I gotta say it every time. Anytime I'm.
Oh, that's a story. Maybe for another day. But that's crazy. What?
Dude, I talk about this stuff all the time.
Oh,
on here.
okay. Maybe I need to start.
I'm
not saying it.
He doesn't want to go down that road.
I don't want to face my.
There's nothing wrong with it. Whatever. By the way, we were supposed to have Jonathan Malm on the show.
Again? Yeah, man.
And I forgot. And next thing I knew, it was supposed to be June 1st. And I had a gig the night before that. And then I forget what it was, but I was so tired. I planned to take that day off. Oh, I had COVID. That's what it was. I had used all my sick time from COVID.
Did you tell him that, though?
I did. I was like, dude, sorry, I've had COVID. I got to go back to work. I was planning to have like today off, and
If he's offended, shame on him.
he was cool.
No, I'm
we were scheduled for a couple.
joking.
We were scheduled. I got to look at my calendar, but
Yeah.
dude, I was just talking on an episode I posted today. I've just had so much going on, dude. I've had to start saying no to things, and like it's getting to the point where I'm like,
I told you that. I told you that when we started doing this, man.
dude. I had
Good
to say,
for you. Seriously, good
think,
for you.
I think I told you about a wedding I was supposed to DJ. I'm not doing that.
Oh.
No, come on, man.
Was you getting paid for it?
There was no promise of getting paid.
Stop.
Probably
No,
a meal.
nope.
Probably a meal.
If you ain't getting,
No
if
guilt
there ain't,
whatsoever
if there
on
ain't
that,
some
yeah.
kind of currency discussed beforehand, I'm
Then
not
no.
doing it.
Yeah.
Friends, family, doesn't matter because there's just too much work for me.
Well, I actually had
It's just a lot of work.
I had a gig for that day with my band that
Yeah.
they were gonna do just like a acoustic thing. And it was actually cool. We played at this thing called Porch Fest, and it was on someone's porch, and we set up on their porch, and this was over on the east side.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Have you heard of this?
Yeah, because friend of one of my friends, I
Yeah.
think their band's still together.
Yeah.
He did that one year.
It's cool, dude. I played in front of this guy's house. He was an editor from L.A. He was a really cool guy, real accommodating. Let me in his house and everything.
No, man, that's your job.
like to share
It gets
the love.
It gets tired, man. It gets tired. I can do it from over here too.
I could try it. Let's see, it's been a
But
minute.
yeah, it was a cool gig. And then afterwards, we walked around. They had like little stations. It was hotter than hell. They had barbecue, really good barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
So I got some barbecue because I was
That's
hungry.
the perfect shot. The back of Ryan's head.
Yeah, my bald head.
Don't go to bald head. I just shaved, man. That's why I was
I
late,
know, my blonde hair looks bald.
bro. I didn't shave in like probably 3 or 4 weeks, and
Yeah.
I was telling Kelly, I was like, this is probably the longest I've went without shaving since like last Christmas when I didn't shave. I had to shave my hair
Really?
like 4 times with my razor, dude. It was not cut. I should have took my clippers and buzzed my hair before I took the razor to it.
Dude, I made a reel about that when you talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah?
I need to post them on YouTube.
But man, dude, it feels. Oh my goodness, where's it? Where's it?
I'm glad it's 3.
Which one is it? 3?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No. For that
Oh,
iPad,
9 or 10.
it should be probably 5 or 6. Next one. There you
Yeah.
go.
That one. Oh
Yeah.
man, like, dude,
It's hard to see.
Like,
With that light, it looks, you can hardly
here,
see it.
shine it on my head. Dude,
You can't I can see it.
Kelly, I said, did I miss something? Like, what sucks is like I got a lot of sun. I got a lot of sun last
My
week.
fingers are black.
Like, dude, you could tell like how white, man. It's like I got like a.
Where is it? Where is it? I keep blocking it.
Like I got this.
there we
like,
go.
I got this like farmer's tan from like where I had so much hair,
Yeah.
and like, dude, now I got to go back out in the sun and burn my head some more, man. Like, dude, I was like all over, man. Like I was.
Yeah. Oh, by the way.
shirt
Oh, go
off.
ahead.
Yeah, I thought I didn't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead, because I'll remember.
I was just say he mentioned farmer's tan and like wearing hats when reminded me of my first year at Bowling Green
Yeah.
for marching band. Like that, we show up a week before classes start, and that whole week we're just practicing. End of the week they do cuts, but anyways, I would wear my hat backwards like Tim has it now,
Ah, jeez.
and like how that opening is here
Oh
on
yes.
the forehead.
Oh, I will not be that guy. I made sure, dude. As a first place, I put sunscreen on.
But like
dude.
this is how stupid I was. It was like I wasn't thinking about him. Like, and I was also like, I'm not going to use sunscreen. Then we went inside, took out my hat, and like you just see like that like half circle there on my forehead, and then
Looks like a giant hickey.
yeah, like one of my friends that was in the sax section, she just turned around like mid sentence, start cracking up. She's like, "You may want to put that hat back on."
Oh,
I'm like,
gee.
why?
Oh,
Like
man.
I went and she's like, "Go look in the mirror." I'm like, "Yeah," and like she saw me come back out, putting her hand back on. She just started cracking up.
That's hilarious.
I'm
Man.
like, never made that mistake again.
Yeah, man. I always forget about like, yeah, you gotta wear a hat. Like my hair is blonde and the sun goes right through my hair. Like I gotta wear a hat every now and then, and I'm really not even supposed to be out in the sun, but I don't go out that much, man. I'm inside all day long. It sucks. But I actually did a video kind of going back to shaving. I did a video. Remember I was talking about how I just go outside and just shave.
They used
Like,
to shave
in-
out in the yard
Well, like in front of the mirror. Like I
in
have
front of
that-
oncoming traffic
No, not
on the sidewalk.
excuse me. No, right
Sorry.
in front of my door, my door, the glass door.
Yeah.
You can see in the glass in the daytime. Shave, just goes on the ground. It's done. That's what.
So
I was,
you stand on your front porch,
but staring
on your stoop,
but staring
inside,
ass towards the road,
back into your house,
staring at my glass instead of using my kitchen my kitchen my bathroom and dirtying up that whole area. Isn't that just so much easier? And I also got to say, my neighbor saw me do it, and he looked at me, and then later that day invited me over this Sunday. So at least all's good.
That's my kind of guy.
Yeah, he
bratwurst for this fella.
He stopped me, and I'm like, oh, is he gonna say something about me doing that?
Is the Logan's family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they already know you.
Yeah. They
whatever.
They know I'm weird.
I was gonna say they know you're weird. It's fine.
I've been living here for
been
years.
years. They know.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Dude. Well, I posted. Anyways, I did it again, and I recorded it, and I posted it on our Instagram. So if you want to check that out, it's 3 minutes of me shaving my face.
Oh my goodness!
I had a camera right in the glass. Check it out. You're at yourdrivehome.podcast.
I can't show you me shaving because I shave in the shower.
Yeah, that would be. We have to put that on.
It's so much more
hub.
convenient than shaving outside, but because, dude, you would have to. There'd be so much hair on the ground.
Yeah,
like today, I'm probably gonna have to clean out my bathtub.
Yeah,
little catcher.
The
thing.
weasel thing.
Yeah,
I hate.
I got a nice one. It's actually really easy to clean out.
Oh, it's so gross.
It's really easy to clean out, but
shave over the sink.
Like anytime you wash the dogs, you got to clean it out.
That's so
because there's so
gross.
much dog fur that goes down the drain.
Yeah, I forget you got dogs and stuff. It's just me. I got short hair. I don't have no women in my house. So
man,
I don't ever
I got
have
body hair that I have to worry about.
Every now and then,
he's got that coat of fur disease.
Coat
of fur disease.
Yeah, it falls
He's
off.
been suffering for
you
years.
Shed it every now and then. Shed that coat.
23 years now.
23 years.
But yeah, I guess
I was gonna ask you like so again you do you boo boo. I mean I ain't judging. I mean
well, this is only a summer thing. I
Sure.
can't do this in the winter.
Sure.
You're not going outside.
But like
no.
So when you're out there in the front on your stoop band never leaves a stoop.
Yeah.
Do you have like a hose out there that you hose your stoop down when you're done? Like
It
what do you
goes-
like? How do you rinse off? Like do you rinse
Well, this isn't
the
a
stairs
lot.
off?
I don't have a lot of.
Sure.
And it's blonde. You can hardly see it. It goes onto the
So
ground.
why even shave?
The wind, yeah. Just have the cats come lick it off. Put some milk on.
Oh no!
You know who told me that one time? Brother White.
Oh yeah.
When I first started shaving, he's like, you should put some milk on there and have the cats come lick it off.
Have you ever had a cat lick you?
I didn't get it till I felt a cat lick me. I'm like,
my God!
man,
You ever had a
there's-
cat? You got cats, don't you?
I did growing up, but not
It's
Have
tough,
you ever,
man.
Have they ever licked you?
like in my hand, but never the face.
Man, I remember I
It
was
sticks.
dude. I was probably like I don't know 12, 13 years old, and I was at my aunt's
Sandpaper.
house, and I was like laying on the couch, like sleeping. And the cat came up to me, started like rubbing on my hand, and it licked my fingers. I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
dude, it's like it felt like
Sandpaper.
worse than sandpaper. Like a,
I was gonna say a
I mean,
little.
I said sandpaper, but like
sandpaper is pretty hard.
like maybe like 40 grit sandpaper. Like
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah, it's. Well, imagine
like one of those pumice stones for your feet. Maybe that. I don't know.
and they're constantly licking their fur and
Oh,
swallowing
geez.
all that,
yummy.
and that's why they throw it up. Unless you got a Siamese cat. Now, does a Siamese
What?
cat's
Who said that?
tongue? Is it?
Hawk to it? What?
Oh, don't
Oh
bring
no,
that up.
no, I'm not
That's
bringing it up.
over.
It's over. It's
Please.
so. It's overplayed.
Oh my God! It's
Overplayed.
nothing. That's the thing. It's nothing, and they made something out of nothing.
No,
Oh,
I just
my God.
recently heard that she's a pastor's daughter.
That was fake.
Is it?
That was
Good.
fake.
I'm
There was-
glad. I'm
there
glad.
was a bunch of
I'm
fake
glad.
stories.
I'm glad.
And that was one of them.
But
and
I did say in my Discord channel because a bunch of the guys were making jokes about it, my brother included, and I said, "Hold up,
Ah.
this girl's going."
Wait, or is he? Because she never
No.
says.
No, she said you got watch
gotta
it again.
give
Go
it
back.
that hawk to her.
Yeah, watch it again.
On hers or
No,
on his?
she's saying you got to spit on that thing. You got to hawk to it, spit on that thing. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, but you got to go back to the original video.
Yeah.
The guy says, "What's something that drives you crazy in the bedroom?"
No, what's one thing you do that drives a man crazy? in the
Okay,
bedroom?
you got it right.
You
Okay,
got hawk to it. You got to spit on that.
okay, so I guess that is.
But like she's hawking up a loogie, bro.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean.
That's gross.
Tree smell, just thinking about it.
And my brother's like,
If you got to drive them out.
You're gonna complain about that? I was like, all right. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's kind of gross, dude.
As long as she hasn't been sick recently, it's all
Either
right.
way, that lung butter just get out of here.
Well, it's very,
Get to
very,
stepping.
very hillbilly.
No, thank you.
The girl, straight
Oh,
up,
yeah, for
straight
sure.
up redneck. I mean,
For sure, brother. Just send.
I just can't believe like there was some rap artist that had her up on stage saying it, and she's saying this, and then she's got her friend with her.
Yeah.
Like, how long are you gonna milk this?
Nah, it's.
How long are you gonna milk this thing?
All right. Well, we're milking it right now, so I'm done talking.
Yeah,
about
just
it.
shut up. Yeah, stop.
Yeah, I'm done talking.
I
about
brought it up on
it.
another.
I brought it up. I shouldn't have said it. It just popped up. You know,
It derailed things.
Yeah, derailed it.
Oh well.
For sure.
So anyways, I don't know what we're talking.
No, I did have something lined up. I was gonna tell you.
Oh,
about. Well, I was talking about it earlier. I don't know if we were actually recording then or not. But I did like a solo open mic night last night at my
Yeah,
local
you were
bar.
talking about this. Yeah.
I think I started off, but it was cool, man, because like I wasn't planning. Like I just had to get out of the house, and so because I was not feeling good the past couple of days, and I was like, I'm so sick of being here, just sitting here, not feeling good. So I got up and I went out, and it turned into like one of the. I got a 20-minute video of my open mic night. I didn't send it to you, but like I did send Scott the 5-minute video of me doing Wanted Dead or Alive.
Yeah,
I did. I do remember I was playing it on the thing, but dude, it ended up turning into this like freestyle hip hop. Like I ended up writing this song with some random dude that was there that just showed up. Nobody even knew who he was, and we like made some song up, and like dude, it was the coolest thing in the world. It was just like total improv, off the cuff, just like like how you used to do like back in the apartment. You'd come over and we just started like playing music and just like making stuff up.
Yeah,
and it was just like hilarious, or like it was just stupid, silly stuff.
Yeah,
but like that was just me and you, bro. We had probably had like 20 people back there cracking up, just dying laughing. Like
yeah,
it just felt good. Like
was there alcohol involved?
I'm sure. I mean, not for me so much, but I mean. That dude just showed up. I don't know what he was.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was. He might have not been on anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
But most of the people that were there, they were just kind of chilling, relaxing because they had like stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
The one chick that was doing it, her comedy bits were cool, but I think it was like the wrong crowd.
Oh yeah,
like
open
like
mic.
She like her bit sounded like it would be good on Jeremy's.
That show,
yeah, his
Secret Society.
Thank you, Secret Society thing, yeah. She might have even been on there before. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
it's hard for females. Female comics do not get a lot of laughs.
I mean,
it's not easy.
I thought she was funny. I mean, I thought she had some. I was giving her. I was trying to give her some energy. I was trying to let her know I was hearing her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just sit there, be quiet. You know what I mean? It's
well. So okay, so you sign up for this thing? Is that how you got to just go up there and play? Did you sign up for a time slot? Or how does that work?
The dude that was hosting, he knows me. So when I walked in, he's like, he was already on the mic, like just DJing, just MCing, like just like, all right, guys, we got this going on. He was just like kind of like roasting people in the crowd, like trying to get some music going. Like, what are we doing? You got karaoke. What you guys want to do? You guys want to do some? We got somebody else coming up here in a few minutes with some comedy. Like just MCing the whole thing, just kind of being a host,
Yeah.
And I walked in, and he's like, uh-oh. Here we go. We got my boy Timmy just walked in. What's up? Like, come on up here, man. He's like, come on, dude. You got to give me a hug, blah, 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 whatever. And I walked up to him. I was like, hey, what's up, dude? He's like, I brought my guitar. It's in the car. He's like, oh, Timmy just said he brought his guitar. He's going to have some tunes for us here later on. I was like, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's just kind of set up. Like, this is my first time ever bringing my guitar up there.
Yeah.
So
it's usually stand-up?
It's usually stand-up and karaoke.
Okay.
But, like, one Thursday out of the month, it's like it's an event. Like they actually promote it as like a stand-up thing, and they have like local talent come in or whatever.
Okay.
So they're trying to build it up. They're trying to get some
asses in the seats,
talent in Parma, and some comedy shows or whatever in the Parma area because. I mean, just like Jeremy was saying, it's hard doing it here in Cleveland. Like, there's not,
Go ahead.
It's not like a lot of. I don't know.
Speaking of talent in Parma, I wanted to have this. I don't have any of that. I'll post this later. There is something that I saw on Facebook.
We were watching you while I was talking, so we're gonna watch us while you talk.
Maybe
Because I didn't touch the button.
Here's my phone. There was something on Facebook. Actually, I had a bunch of weird things this week on Facebook. First, I had a bunch of anime porn pop up on my feed.
What? On Facebook?
Listen, I don't even listen or watch. Listen, I don't watch anime. I never have. Never been into that at all. I
Anime
hate it, actually.
porn on Facebook.
This was like photos like, no, auntie, don't touch me there. Like,
no.
with like
don't
a
touch me
graphic
there.
novel
That
type
is
of thing.
No square. Oh, is it the radio?
I don't know.
The radio stories? Because I seen something on there. I got.
This was someone who probably hacked because it was like a bunch of random sites that I've never followed showing up on my feed. Man.
My dad just sent me that.
Huh? Anyways, I saw this. I was like,
Nice ass. Sorry.
Right?
I saw all these weird posts. I thought I saved it. Anyways, I'll put it up here later so you can go back and look at it. For those of you listening, those of you watching on YouTube or Spotify. But speaking of talent in Parma, there's this place in Parma Heights called Tropical Touch Parma Heights. Have you heard of this place?
What's it called?
Tropical Touch Parma Heights.
Yes. Is it on York?
And this is, I don't know where it is. I just saw it on Facebook. So this is what it says. It says, Tropical Touch Spa was founded in 2014. Offers a wide variety of services welcoming to enjoy a relaxing, soothing, healing environment. Relaxing is never easy on your own. Come find your oasis with our beautiful staff, leaving you relaxed and de-stressed. That's what it says on their Facebook group, and it's all these like 20-something-year-old girls. And
is it like a pedicure place?
no, dude, it's
Or a
literally
massage place.
yes, but it doesn't say it's massage at all. It just says soothing, healing environment with these very young girls. And you see comments in there. I didn't take any screen. Just the logo alone is like a hand. I'll show you this.
I looked it up.
Did you see the logo?
The logo.
Here, I'll show you.
I see these pictures of these ladies on here.
That's what I wanted to have loaded up. I didn't have time.
Oh yeah, it's a hand with a flower.
Yeah, but doesn't that like the stem of that flower look a little erect? I mean,
that is the flower. That's the
maybe
that's the Pink Floyd flower from the movie. Oh, you want me to flip it here?
Any camera. There we go. No, anyone. Second one. That works.
Dude, that looks like the flower, that painting that I had in my apartment. Remember I had a painting? I had a flower painting.
Well, what do you think about that place? I mean, it's a chain.
I think I'm going to have to get out of here, bro. I think I got to go.
Well, I just say I did a lot of research on this as a journalist today. A lot of research on it, Yelp reviews, Google reviews. Apparently, there's one in Toledo, there's one in Columbus. How in the hell are they getting away with that?
It's a massage place. It's a spa.
Dude, no.
Yeah.
They don't say anything about getting a massage on there.
It's a spa. It's
Nah, dude. The prices are like $120, $160 for an hour.
Let me go to the website. Dude, you just messed up my Google algorithm. I'm gonna be getting oh my god, I'm gonna be getting so many ads now.
I wish I had this uploaded.
Offers a wide variety of services. Welcome to enjoy like soothing, healing environment. Relaxing is never easy on your own. Come find your Relaxation. Yeah, it's a spa, bro.
Dude. No. You can get 4 hand massages.
What?
Dude. I'm telling you. I did a deep dive on this today, all right? Keep looking. Keep looking.
No, I gotta send the link to somebody I know.
Okay, do that off the air.
It's okay.
This sounded really bad.
If anybody knows me and my family, they know exactly who I'm sending it to.
All right. So, go ahead and...
No, see, look, they're getting a massage. Look, acupressure, full body acupressure, relaxation, pain release, and sore muscles. Yeah, dude. It's not as nefarious as you make it sound.
These girls are not licensed at all. They have certificates, maybe.
Couples bikini, full body acupressure.
Couples
bikini, full body.
I guess that's all right. That's normal. But, dude.
4-hand bikini, full body acupressure. I don't know what that means. Four.
That means
like
2 girls.
Number 4. 4-hand. Oh yeah, 4-hand full body.
So you got 2 girls.
So you pretty
session.
much have 2 people massaging you.
So
Full
tell me
body.
that there's nothing.
It sounds like
Madam Kamei? Madam Kamei's Filipino passes? Dude, I'm telling you, man. I did a deep.
It sounds like
I looked at TikToks.
It sounds like
I looked at responses from them that said.
It sounds like
give
an
us
Epstein kind of thing.
Dude. It's crazy. Oh, no! And there's
It's not that nefarious, bro. I'm sure. Like
Just-
if you went in there, like it helps free up energy blockages that have impact on health concerns from insomnia and mental stress to body pains and tensions.
Oh, I keep hitting this thing.
Each service can be explained by the associate. Acupressure is a traditional medicine in which pressure is applied to a specific pressure point or nerve ending on the body. Yeah, it's kind of like Tai Chi or whatever that is, like your chi, you know, your...
Dude, these are...
I don't know.
You think those young girls there know anything about that or all certified in that? Come on. In Parma Heights, like... They all
pretty
got,
sure I've seen a couple of those girls down at Christie's, but I'm just saying.
Fire in the hole!
Not that I've ever went inside. I'm just saying, like, walking on the parking lot, you know.
So, pretty crazy.
But I don't understand that there's 5 of them in the picture. So how do you get a 4-hand if there's 5 girls? I mean, somebody's not.
Well,
getting,
you got to select.
Somebody's not getting another 2 hands.
So you got to select a person. You got to go on there.
Founded in 2014.
Yeah, it's been around 10 years.
Where they
So-
started? Probably California, I bet. Out west.
Well, prostitution's only legal in Nevada and somewhere else. I forget.
bro, who
So-
said anything about prostitution?
Dude. Well, we'll see. We'll see what this place is all about. But just time will tell. It'll be in the news and I'll probably have to
You're
edit.
live on your drive home.
Oh yeah, I'll have to take all that out.
All right, so I'm gonna have to like delete all of this now, so like I don't keep getting advertisements for.
Oh, it's too late. As soon as you talk about something, anytime you talk about anything, your phone. I was talking. What was I talking? I was texting with Laura about.
What?
We were texting about this. There's this company that calls. They'll call you. They're called. It's Just Lunch. They're a dating service.
I've heard about that.
And they will call me all the time.
Why?
Like, oh, we have a match for you, but it's like $1,200 a month or something like that. Something insane, like just to match you with someone. And I asked them one time. I was like, "Well, can I ask why it's so astronomically high?" And like they're like, "Well, because we do everything. Like, you set up the date. Do you pay for the date? You gonna pay for the meal?
Yeah, right.
I hope so. That price." My God.
Like what was the price, if you remember?
Like $1,200 just for the consultation and for them to put someone with you in a month or something like that. They're just they interview you.
That's ridiculous.
They interview you in person so they know who you are and everything, and then they try to find a match for you. And it's mostly for like executives, people that are making stupid money.
Sure, they
So-
probably ain't got time to date and probably ain't got time. Like that $1 million Matchmaker or something. Me and Kelly was watching that. It was like a TLC show or something. I don't forget what her name is, but she would like set up millionaires. You had to be in the millionaire club.
Yeah.
And she's got like data on every single person in her thing. Like you got data points, and they got like photos and pictures and people coming through. And she hooks people up. And she's like, oh, I think this would be a good date for her, a good match for this one, a good match for that one. And they come in and sends them on a date.
But what's funny is half the time...
mixers. She'll do like set up a mixer for them.
A wine mixer.
And like, so like there'll be maybe like 10 or 15 different people that like is a potential match.
Yeah.
And just kind of meet and mingle with all of them, and just like, and then
that's what I went to.
they pick.
Remember I told you about that?
Yeah. And they kind of pick who you want to end up having like a date with at the end of the night.
I didn't tell Scott about that. You weren't here when we talked about that, were you? So I went on this mixer thing. It was with clevelandvibes.com.
Okay.
And they do these all the time. And I got invited from someone from church. They invited me. Excuse me. And this thing's falling apart. So, anyways, I get invited to this thing, and they have wristbands out for like single, looking to mingle. You're in a relationship, like you're with a couple, or you're in an open relationship. If you're in an open relationship, like they had one for that too. And this is an invite from someone from church.
Polyamorous,
something like that. Now. So I go, and it was so funny how you go to a bar and no one would ever talk to each other, but just because we had this wristband on, that changed the whole trajectory of the whole thing. It really made it more approachable. Like it's like, okay, it's okay for you to approach me because we have the same wristband on. Yeah. It was so bizarre that just something like that mentally changed everything for everybody.
Well, I mean, not only that, but like, you're all there for the same purpose.
Reasons. Yeah,
right. I mean, that helps,
It does help, but it was
like
just so
you all
weird.
go to church to worship. You all go to the grocery store to go shop. You go to the bar to drink and hit on.
But you can't do that unless you have these wristbands. That's my whole thing. If you don't have this wristband, it's awkward, and women feel like, oh, don't approach me or whatever. Like it was.
I was joking about the bar thing because like you can't even do that there because I mean going to the bar is like going to like a restaurant nowadays.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Like it's like you don't know who's single and who's not. If they're here with somebody, if they're there with their girlfriend, just hanging out. It's just friends doing their thing, like catching up or whatever. So like you really don't know.
Yeah.
So to like join a club like that and go, I think that's awesome. I mean, like if I was single and I was looking, I probably would do something like that. I mean, that actually sounds like something I would do. Like go to a mixer, like just to hang out and talk to people. Like this is what we're here for, just to kind of mingle and talk to each other and get to know one another. Like, and it's no pressure because we all know that like if I come up to you, start talking to you, I'm talking to you because I'm interested in you. I think you whatever.
The girls were so like the one girl was like, oh yeah, I think you're really handsome. Like really open.
Sure.
It really opened things like beyond what they would be normally. It was so bizarre. There was and that was the one girl I got her number, and she was young, dude. She was like 21. Dude, they're almost 38 years old. Yeah. Like, come on. But, anyways, I forget how we even got on that. But
Scott, I don't want to put your business out there.
If it's what I'm thinking, I could tell you afterwards.
No, that's your business. I don't want to.
I want to hear Scott's business.
I know Scott was sharing with me that he's got, what did you call it at your church that you've been going to? It's
life group /
it's a life group thing.
Oh yeah, that's common.
Which
life
would be
groups,
I'm not hip to it, but that sounds like something like that where it's just a neutral place to meet other people. Just nothing awkward or weird about it.
If you have a church with the same with people in your age group, then sure.
Yeah, well, because like he was saying, like for me, it's like I never went to one before, so it's like I didn't know what to expect. I was actually telling. Because it's hosted by a couple, and I was talking to the wife and the couple. I'm like, I'm not even gonna lie. It's like,
let's see his pretty face.
Like the first time I went, I told her it's like I was like lightweight thinking about just like going home because I never been to one before. I was only going to that church for like 2 months at the time.
Yeah, it can be intimidating.
Then somebody saw me like walking in. I'm like, well, crap. Now I got to go in. Like somebody spotted me. Yeah. But like now I don't regret I don't regret staying. So.
Yeah, that's good, man. Those life groups and small groups are good. Those a lot of churches, if you have like, I know you said before your church is pretty diverse, and you know, and if you have a church like that, it works. Unfortunately, where I'm at right now, it's all elderly people, and like I maybe have one. I want to talk to you about this real quick, Tim. So there's this girl at my church. She's like 28. She just had a kid. She's a 3-month-old, and so like a year ago, her brother. Okay, this is kind of a long story. I think I told you about her. So there's this girl, this Indian girl from Guyana. She's like Indian or something. She looks Indian, but she's from Guyana. They're missionaries that go to our church. Her family, whole blah, 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 blah.
This the same girl you went to the funeral?
Yes, yeah. It's
same
her
girl?
Yeah.
With the picture with you at the funeral?
Yes, the funeral thing. So she's dating this guy, and dude, I always would catch her looking at me and stuff in church, and like pretty much me in church. I hate to say it, dude.
Gotta edit that out.
Right in the middle of prayer. I'm not kidding, dude. This is what
I remember. You know what? Now that you said, I remember you saying it because you said the same. You said the same thing last time you told me about this. I was like, oh, geez.
This isn't an EP. So, anyways, so this guy that she's dating, I think he started feeling kind of intimidated by me. So he messages me one day. I don't think we were even friends on Facebook. He just sends me a message. Like, hey, man, would you be interested in dating my sister? I'm like, really? Like, this is almost like biblical. Like, stay away from her. I will offer you my sister.
Dating my sister.
This is like some biblical stuff right now. Like, I'm like, dude, like she thinks you're, you know, you seem pretty cool or whatever. I'm like, okay. And I knew she was kind of young, and I basically said no. I was like, listen, I got a lot going on in my life right now. I don't have time. Also, I'm interested in someone else. Wait, just to clarify, his sister is not the chick that's been eyeballing you.
No.
That's his girlfriend.
That's his girlfriend, right?
A fiance.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, I just want to make sure.
And that's what I'm saying. It's almost like he's trying to get my attention away from her and onto his sister.
But really, it's not you giving her attention. It's her giving you attention.
Exactly. I have nothing to do with it. But he has like grudge towards me for absolutely no reason. He doesn't like me. He doesn't talk to me or anything. Anyways, other than messaging me and telling me to date his sister, it was really very, very bizarre. So I'm like, dude, I'm cool, man. I'm doing my own thing. You know, I'm busy. I don't really have time for
just
anything.
Rocking in the free world.
Right. And then, well, here, this is like last summer. Fast forward a year later, that same girl, his sister, gets pregnant, has a kid with a guy that wants nothing to do with this kid. So now she has a 3-month-old.
Oh my God.
And now she sends me a message.
I didn't be a dad. Right?
She sends me a message, starts messaging me. The baby's name is Emery. I went to see Emery a couple weeks ago. Not to throw off the story, but I was there and I was taking a picture or a video of Emery and their sign, and she drops in my DMs. Perfect opportunity to drop in my DMs. She drops.
So wait, you went to go see the band Emery,
and her child.
And her child's name is Emery.
So when she saw that, and she had sent me a friend request, and we were friends now.
Open.
That was. I would have done the same thing. If I, you know what I mean?
What a coincidence.
Right. And then.
Want to be my daddy?
It just seemed a bit reaching. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It was a bit reaching.
For sure. Where's that meme? For sure.
Anyway, is this shirt, you see what it says? It says emo men entering retirement years. It's like their Dare shirt. I had to get it, man. I love it. This shirt was $38. And that, by the way, just a side note with all this, because my ADD is kicked in right now. That concert was amazing. It was like my own little, when we were a Young Fest, it was Emery, it was Armor for Sleep, it was
freedom, be free to worship.
Anberlin played. It was
you told me about that.
Dude, this was freaking I See Stars, who I've never heard before, but they were the best sounding band. They sounded amazing. And then Hawthorne Heights. It was their 20th. It was their 20th anniversary of The Silence in Black and White. It was such an amazing show.
Bruh.
Man, that was the best show I've been to this year. I haven't been to many, but that was the best show. And there was seats. It was in Corey Park. You know where that
told me
is?
about it. Like, you were there, weren't you? Like, on your way there.
Yeah, and I was like,
texted me, and I'm like, man,
it was
I would have
minute.
dropped what I was doing and went there. I would have did that.
It was like $80, but it was like 5 different bands. They all played like a half hour.
It's like the festival I went to, man.
Dude.
Like $80, dude. That's a great deal.
I had a seat. I sat in my seat and I enjoyed it. Dude.
I paid $85 just to see Foo Fighters.
Dude, I know.
25th. I'm actually kind of excited, man.
Well, that's good. That's a good show.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen him once.
Yeah.
And it was at the festival. It was the first night. But bro, by the time they came on, I was already standing for like 10 hours.
Right. That's why I didn't want to go. I didn't want to stand.
And like I told my brother when he was up last weekend, I'm like, man, I was like, listen, he already knows.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, yeah. He's like, oh, I've seen Foo Fighters twice. Like I would have went because I guess Sean asked him too, and he's like, I already seen him twice. I'm like, dude, yeah, but the first time I seen him. Like, dude, I was so exhausted. I just wanted to go back to the room and lay down, bro.
You're
like,
tired. Yeah.
Like, I loved it. I loved listening to him.
I need to get one of those, like, those backpack lawn chairs that people were bringing at the MMS Fest last year. It was just a backpack, and you take it off, and it's a really low riding, but it's
if they let you in with it, though.
If they let you in, yeah.
Dude, I had a fight with them just to let my little man bag over there, little purse. I had a fight with them because they said, "Oh, it doesn't fit." I'm like, "Yeah, it does. Like, there's nothing there." Like, he's like, "Oh, it's too long," and he included the strap. I'm like, "Bro, there's nothing in the bag." I was like, "Just fold the strap." Like, what are you talking? And I had to go get the supervisor, and I was like, "Listen, I got my sunscreen in here." He's like, "Well, we understand that you got sunscreen in here, but you can't have aerosol cans, so you got to throw that away."
What was it? Aerosol cans?
Because you can't have sunscreens in a metal can. They don't want you to have metal bottles in there.
You should have brought like the.
But I had my medicine in there. I had my deodorant in there. Like,
jeez, are girls bringing purses in?
Yeah, but it got to be clear and see through, and it got to fit the requirements.
Oh, that's right. They want that see through.
It's got to fit on a sheet of paper, an 11 by 9.
Well, these days, man, people are shooting up places.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
That's the problem with you.
I'm not fighting it. I'm just saying.
That's the problem when you go to these things. You don't know what the regulations are. You don't know what you can bring. I brought like a sandwich because I knew it was going to be long, and and I didn't know if they. I brought my little bag just like that, and they were like, they had, dude. This show had no security. They had elderly women wearing volunteer shirts because it was a park. It was in a park. It was inside of an amphitheater in a park. And they had no idea.
Like the bird lady from Home Alone?
Dude, at one point, one of the guy from
the pigeon lady on the park?
Yeah, basically. They were like, dude, they were putting like things in their ears because it was so like, I mean, they were elderly women. They were like, not elderly, like 70s. I mean, whatever. It wasn't their bag, I don't think. But at one point, one of the bands was like, yeah, how crazy would it be if we started a mosh pit? I'm like, oh my God, dude, don't say that.
Why would they not?
Because there's no security.
All those bands should have a mosh pit.
There was no security there.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. There was just these elderly women in volunteer shirts. That was security. And they were just making sure no one was acting crazy. Like, they didn't know what was going to happen. They had alcohol at this place. I mean, come on, man. What do you expect?
They did or didn't have alcohol?
They did.
I mean, I felt safe when I went to that festival, but my brother kind of gave me the lowdown, like how those things usually go.
Yeah.
And like, I found out the first day, like, if you fall, dude, people pick you up. I was, before I even realized I was on the ground, they already picked me back up, and I was standing up. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I fell again. I got knocked over. I just put my hand up, yoink me right back up. Like, it's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be chill. People don't want people getting hurt. You know what I mean? Like,
unless you're at what was that guy? That rapper?
I don't know, man.
What was his name? That kid, like a bunch of people got stomped to death.
Like I've heard some horror stories.
Yeah, man.
But dude, that festival I went to, I'm telling you, I'm so glad that was my first experience because it was the best time of my life, dude. I loved it. Yeah. I loved it. I've heard horror, especially when I got back. My buddy Eric, he actually sent me a YouTube thing about Blue Mountain something. It was the one festival that somebody put on. It was like dog crap. It was just like out in the middle of the woods, and like the parking was an hour away, and then like they weren't cleaning, they weren't paying the staff members to clean the urinals and stuff. They didn't have enough food. Like, it was bad. Like, it was bad.
Dude,
like, they weren't paying the bands. Like that, and then it rained and stormed, and like it was.
Yeah,
dude, it was terrible. Like, I did not have that experience at all. Everything there was clean. Everything was nice. They had water stations everywhere. So, like, I mean, you didn't go thirsty. Dude, you get too hot, they pull you out. You get in the pit, you got to get out, they pull you out. Like, I had the best time of my life. I've never had anything like that. I've never experienced anything like that. I can't wait to go back to this year. I still got to buy my tickets, actually.
Yeah.
$400 for... Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's $100 a day, but you're seeing over 120 bands.
Man,
It's crazy.
Like headliners, and up and coming bands as well, and some middle of the road, some local, some semi big bands,
I miss Warped Tour, man. Did you ever go to Warped Tour? Well, I know we talked about.
I went to
The Gravity Games. Oh, God, we gotta go on that. Yeah, dude, the Warped Tour was always like that, and it was cheap. It was like back then, like it was maybe like $40, which was a lot of money back then. Like that was like $70.
Yeah, that is a lot of money.
Yeah,
then.
like that being like 2001 or whatever, and it was like $40, but you were also seeing so many bands. That was what was great.
I can't get over how much money I've spent going to see like TSO back in the day, Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh man.
Or like tickets, like when me and Nicole were together, we went and seen Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, the Heart to Heart tour. Like how much money I've spent. Like going to those concerts, and they weren't like the best seats. They weren't like floor seats. Like you were still up in the bowl. Like it was down at the Gund Arena. The
bigger the name.
But like it was still. I mean, they were like they weren't like nosebleeds, but they weren't the best seats either.
Yeah,
and we still paid like $120 a seat.
Look at Taylor Swift.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the bigger the name, the bigger. Oh, and I know people will be upset for me. Laura gets upset anytime people mention Taylor Swift at all.
Oh,
yeah, it's I was trying to say to her, she always like posts like, oh, and all she writes are songs about her exes, ha ha ha, in her story. I'm like, why are you upset about people being hating her? Like, don't you realize that like the grander like the bigger you are, the more hate you're gonna get? That's just how it goes. Did you watch the Nickelback documentary on Netflix?
Of course I did. I'm a big
Did you?
Nickelback fan,
What'd you think about it? Because
I want to. I have not yet, but
they were
I know,
loved and then they were hated. I mean,
so my brother kind of broke it down for me, but he's a bigger Nickelback fan.
Yeah, go
than I am,
ahead,
so he
Scott.
probably. I'd like to hear from Scott.
Because like to me it made sense because it's like right at that point when they were starting to get more mainstream.
Yeah.
Like you're just hearing them like nonstop over and over again, like
They were on
from
the
what I
radio
understood-
all the time, dude.
But
All the time.
that was right from what I understood how I took it. That's when all that hate and backlash started
This
coming.
is how
And it's just like that. Like that was just so.
Overexposure.
That was so insane to me. But it's like, but at the same time, it like made sense though. It's like, okay, I can get it from that side.
People are
like,
sick of
one
them.
side.
It's
Yeah.
just like Taylor Swift. It's the same thing.
My opinion was by the time they made it popular and got it big, they were already like that cookie cutter rock band, but really no different than any other rock band. No different than
Right.
any other band out there. But like it felt like they were like because they were so overplayed on the radio that they were like the record companies like NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, but they were like the soft rock version of it. You know what I mean?
Well, they
Like,
were on a heavy metal label. That was the problem. They
Yeah.
were on a heavy metal label, and they were the only band.
I did not know that.
And they were the only band that was rock. And I forget what the label was, but they had like what was it? It wasn't the same as Korn. It was maybe Slipknot's label. Yeah.
That sounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was the same.
That is.
Yeah. So
Did not know that.
But that opened that label to bring all these other kind of like not like just rock bands. They were able to.
But I'm sure it's making that label money though too.
Right. So that was an interest. I like that documentary. That was good.
Yeah, the thing that I thought was interesting, I didn't realize they're on their third drummer. Their first drummer was actually a cousin to Chad and the bass player, who are brothers. And then the current drummer apparently was involved with Three Doors Down, I believe.
Yep.
Quit
Three Doors-
them to be with Nickelback.
Yep. 3 Doors Down.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I remember talking about that.
And what happened to
back
three,
then.
3 Doors Down? Did they break up? Whatever happened to them?
Probably. No, they're gonna be with Creed.
Oh, that's right.
They're
That
playing
is
with
right.
Creed
In
and some
November.
local artists.
We gotta go, man. We gotta go.
Bro, my brother was saying that a lot of people were saying that
Tickets are gone?
that everybody's realizing what a d-bag Scott Stapp is
That's
because he's
internet
such a
stuff. That's internet stuff.
like
Who cares?
a lot of people have been complaining about how crappy the Creed. I'm like, bro,
No way. I don't care.
I'd still like to go. I still want to go.
That's a concert I wouldn't
By the
mind going
time
to.
November comes, they'll be good. Even if it
Listen,
sucks now.
Creed, Three Doors Down.
It's going to be a good show. I forget who. Finger 11.
That's who's going to be here?
Finger 11's opening.
Because from the ads I've seen, it's Creed, Three Doors Down, and then like some other,
It's like Beartooth
like
or someone like that.
depending on where they're like it's venue dependent, I guess. Like
So the
depending on where they're playing is who the other third party is. I guess.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
Whatever. I'm going to go. I don't care. I have to
I'll
go.
see Finger 11.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not a huge fan, but I know a few of their songs.
Are they the group that did the song Paralyzer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's the only song.
exactly it.
That's the only song I know by them.
That's the only
There's
song.
there's another one too. I can't think of
They
it.
had
but-
one. It was like dudes playing drums, and it was all like slow and sucked. And
Oh, yeah?
yeah, it was like Blue Man Group. Like, doom, doom, doom.
I would love to go see Blue Man Group.
Yeah, there
Those
you
guys
go.
are awesome.
Yeah,
Dang,
dude.
I was about to say something.
I don't know. He's kind of talking in circles. I never finished my story
just
about that
talking
girl, but
Well, let's hear
long,
it.
Long and short of that is, I felt like it was a bit reaching, like I said, with that girl dropping in my DMs. Excuse me, and then
And this is the sister that the other girl's
That
fiance tried hooking you up with.
that just
She's got a
had-
3-month-old, and her baby daddy don't want nothing to do with her,
and
or do with
you
her
know,
or the kid.
my parents, they're all about it.
All about what?
This girl and the baby, and dude, it's
Papa Ryan.
I'm really in a tough spot right now.
Daddy Ryan.
Like, I don't know, and then like just her messaging me so soon, like
Yeah.
I just wanted to get to know her first, like, and it really puts it in an instant family situation.
Uh-oh.
Instant.
Something went to sleep.
Oh shit.
Dude,
It's just the computer went to sleep.
like, I guess I'm on the kind of the same boat as you. It's like
Yeah.
that's for me at least. That's something I would not want to rush into because like you're
Right.
saying one, I want to get to know them
Exactly.
because like or at least the way my thought process is going, while you're getting to know them, then you're slowly like kind of being a part of that kid's life to see
but
if
it's
that
a
would work.
it's a package deal.
Yeah, either way. So,
Either way, you're gonna be that kid's father if it works out.
Mhm.
And I don't know, man. That's heavy, dude. It's a lot. That changes my entire life.
Oh yeah.
It changes my entire life, and I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. I've been thinking about it, and what sucks is today, you start messaging someone, you gotta, like, you know, with women, like, you gotta respond within a certain time. If you're gonna, like, you know, be too aloof or whatever, and just like you can be like that at first, but you can't keep that up. You gotta almost keep up, and I feel like I'm like manufacturing this likeness or whatever. Like I don't know anything about her, and again, I think she's kind of young. She's 28. She's a decade younger than me. I don't know if we have too much in common, and it's been weird, man. I don't know what to do about it.
I'll say this, and again, this is my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. At the end of the day, you already know this. At the end of the day, it's up to you, man. It's your life.
Yeah.
You know, it's who you decide to be with. You know, it's who you decide to have a relationship with. You already know this, but like the older we get, the available women in our lives, they're going to come with more and more baggage. Like you're going to be
Right.
hard pressed to find somebody who's like single without kids or haven't been married or haven't had a long-term relationship, haven't had their heart broken. Like it's going to be hard to find somebody that doesn't have some kind of baggage in their life that you are eventually are going to have to be willing to accept. Like how much
Right.
how much of their baggage are you willing to accept in your life, because now their baggage is your baggage and you have to love them for who they are and everything that they bring to the table. Bringing a kid to the table and you don't have any kids yourself, that's asking for a lot. But I mean, if that's what you're looking for, maybe you're not looking to maybe you don't want to, maybe you want to have a kid of your own someday, maybe not, but maybe you're willing to love her and her kid. I mean, if you really found something in this girl and you found like it would be worth your investment, then again, that's your choice, man. Don't let anybody else stop you and make you feel weird about it. Like if that's what you want and you're okay with that and you love her and she loves you, and I'd say go for it, man. I mean, but at the same time, if that's not what you want, if that's not the kind of baggage you're willing to accept, then by all means, don't put yourself in a position just to make your parents happy or your church happy or feel like you have to do it because this is what you have to do, you know.
And that last one right there, that's exactly what. Because I'm like, dude, you're right. I'm not getting any younger. I'm almost 40, but then again, I think like there's women in their 40s that are single as shit too. So like. Not all is lost. I'm not exactly like, you know what I mean? And I get that that's anyways.
Any woman that I've met in their 40s that is single and has been single, there's usually some kind of red flag there somewhere.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Like
I know women
if
that
they don't
single,
have if they have never been married, they don't have kids, like why?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I get the same question.
I mean, I'm not trying to be misogynistic. I mean, even if it was a guy, I mean, I don't know. It may not be the same way because I'm not gay, but I'm just saying, like,
biologically, women have a shelf life, and so that's one question.
Yeah,
you know,
but
so
like not only that, but like, dude, today, like, I could not imagine like being single and trying to date nowadays. Like, I could not imagine. Like, I feel blessed that I'm in the situation I am, but like, God forbid if something happened to me and Kelly and we were no longer together, like, I have so many kids. I don't even care about dating. Like, I got enough going on. I got enough responsibilities that I'm still happy and content with just being a dad. Like, I don't, like, I think I would be okay. Like, I'm sure I'd be lonely, but at the same time, like, man, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just so. I guess for me, I'm just so charismatic. Like I'm very outgoing. Yeah. Like I just feel like I would always. Like I would force myself, even if it was a toxic relationship, I probably would still find somebody. I don't know. I hate saying that because that's not how I feel at all. But
yeah,
I wish I was. More
I guess I'm thinking the worst. I guess I'm just like, I don't know, because I'm not in that position, so it's really hard for me to say. But I mean, I could not imagine trying at my age with me having 4 kids. Yeah. Trying to find a female that would be willing to take my baggage. Like it's the other way around. You know what I mean? Like,
or male.
I'm just saying, like, I could not imagine trying to find. Like if I was single, trying to find somebody who'd be willing to take my baggage, all my kids, and my past 2 relationships and everything, like because like I couldn't imagine. I couldn't even ask. I couldn't even ask somebody. Right. I just feel like that would be so unfair. I like you didn't ask for this. This is my life. Like you could be a part of it, but like I'm not asking you to take any kind of responsibility for anything that I got going on in my life, you know?
Scott's got a comment, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, feel like you have to be on, like, if you're actively searching, like, you're, like, have to be on, like, at all times, and, like, you're saying you're...
Right.
Like, you're outgoing and stuff, and I was going to say, I wish I could be like that a little bit more, but the thing is, like, the 3 relationships I was in, that was just me being in my element, my natural habitat, and then it's like where I wasn't even paying attention or worried about what's going on, and that's how that happened naturally. But like this, like now I'm getting older.
Usually that's how it goes.
Yeah, but it's like now that I'm getting older, I know it's something that I want. I just feel like I have to be on every time, and that's like a indirect shot in the foot type of thing.
Dude. You gotta put in work, bro. You gotta put in work.
I work every day, man.
No. I'm talking like
I know what you mean.
Like
it's not easy. None of it's easy.
No.
That's why I feel like the older I get, the less and less I have a desire for any of that. Like, you know, it's kind of sucks. Kind of sucks.
Anyway, what's weird with me though is like, I'm sure a lot of people will scoff and laugh and whatever, but like I've always felt like I could always give like good advice, like good relationship advice. Like I feel like I've like in the past, I feel like I've given you some advice. I know I've even given Scott some advice.
And Laura, when she was over, that was really good advice.
But like, it's weird because I really haven't been in the dating game, but like I've been in I've been in a relationship since I was 15 years old, man. Like I have not been single since I was 15 years old.
Man, that's
I
gotta
started
be
dating
hard.
that girl that lived next door to Sean.
Yeah.
Her name was Robin. The day I broke up with her, I started dating Nicole.
Oh man.
And I was with Nicole
for years and years and years.
I'm not with her, but she's still in my life. She's still the mother of my kids.
Right.
And I'm with Kelly. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. Like,
yeah.
but I haven't really dated a lot of women, but I know how to talk to people. Like, I guess I know how to talk. I don't say I know how to talk to women. I just know how to talk to people. So, like, I guess that's part of, like, just having the conversation flow both ways, which...
Well, that's good if you
because I know how to shut up sometimes.
That's good because a lot of guys will say, "Oh, it's easy to talk to another guy, but it's not easy to talk to a girl." Like, that's good that you can kind of just lump that together as all people. Not everyone has that skill.
It is different.
It is hard. It is different.
It's also different if you're like trying to, you know, what do the kids say? That riz? If you're trying to riz the girl
Get
up,
some riz.
you're trying to mac on a girl. That's what we used to call it back in the 90s, like macking on some ladies and some honeys.
That's just, like so stupid.
I've never said that. I've never said that.
When I think it's like so stupid, it's like sometimes I find it hard to talk to women, but at the same time, it's like it's not that difficult from talking to. It's like it is different in some ways, but at the same time, it's like
You got to get your head
and
out
it's
of
still
your.
but it's still just as easy though, and it's like
Right.
That's where it's like, dude, like, what's your problem?
Yeah, you got to get your head out of the way, basically.
I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. I'm probably gonna get canceled for saying this. It's like going up to a dog. They're just as scared of you as you are of them. You got to stick your hand out, let them smell you a little bit, and let you know that you're okay, that you're not a danger, you're not a creep. You know, you got to show them that you're a good guy, you're good, and then you just kind of ease, just kind of love on them a little bit, let them know that you just kind of gently, hi, how you doing? That's a
Start
good
walking
girl,
around
good
like
girl,
this.
good girl, yeah, good girl, yeah, good girl, yeah.
like I'm gonna be the right guy to do that.
No, it ain't nothing like that.
No.
By the way, I'm totally just being
Well,
a
you
dick.
do have
I'm being
to,
a dick.
You have to be. If you're too quiet, then they're gonna think that you got something to hide or that you're just weird. You know what I mean? You gotta sort of open the dialogue, like it. I don't know. And then
Here's the thing, too, though. We should just name this podcast "Relationship Vice" with the boys. Here's the thing, though, and this also is challenging for today's generation. You got texting, you got Snap, you got Insta, like you got a social media profile that also says a lot about you, and the way you communicate through text, the way you like whoever calls somebody on the phone and talk to them. Dude, when I was growing up, like I would call Nicole and talk to her on the phone.
Yep,
I'd call
all
my
night.
girlfriend and talk to her on the phone
all night.
Dude, nowadays you don't call a girl and talk to her on the phone. Like
Nope.
that's weird. Like,
But now they want you to text them all day.
So when you start texting though, it's like you got to know how to respond. You got to be witty, and it's like and then like especially like if you're texting somebody who doesn't use proper grammar, that's annoying.
That can be bad.
It's like, okay, I don't know what you're trying to say right now.
Right.
But okay.
I got a story about that.
But then like at the same time, like having a face-to-face conversation, that means the world to me. I mean, I would much rather sit down and like, I know it sounds like cheesy and cliche, but like have a dinner, like take you out to dinner. And it's not because it's just going out to eat.
It's just lunch.
It's not about like how much money I spent or how much you like. It's about just sitting down across the table from somebody and just having a conversation.
Yeah, and that's
it.
And I think a lot of people, because people are so closed off and introverted these days, they don't know that they would like that. I think a lot of
social media is made that way.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like that. But when you're in a social, like you were saying, you were kind of nervous about your small group, and once you got there, oh, I love this. Yeah. I think a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. You don't know because you've never tried it, or you've never just went out and just to see if there's a spark with someone, or maybe you had something in common with someone. You just based everything off of if you're attracted to them or not on a dating app, and that was it. By one glance and swipe.
Shallow.
It is very shallow. It is the worst.
Because
dude.
my one buddy says it
Numbers
best.
game.
He's like, you're going off a picture. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
that's all
You're
it
just
is.
one, and then there are apps that have like they make it so you can't swipe. You gotta like actually look through their bio, and then you can go to the next one. I think Holy is one. It's a Christian one.
Dude, I am not taking the time to do that.
I know you. Well, yeah, way before all that.
I'm just saying, like first off, if I'm on an app swiping pictures to look at girls and I'm going by their picture, that's a hookup, bro. Like I mean,
that's what it's
just,
like, isn't it?
I mean, I'm just being real. I mean, I that's what I would be trying to do. If I would have had an app like that on my phone, like if I was single and that's what I was trying to do,
yeah,
I wouldn't be trying to look for a relationship. I'm looking for a hookup.
Yeah.
And I mean, really,
on the Holy app.
I've never,
on the Holy app.
I've never had one relationship or dating like ever work out, and it's just like. It's like, yeah, you could text, like, you're getting along, you could hold a conversation through text, but then when, like, finally started hanging out, going on dates face-to-face, it's like, for me, it's like, that went down quickly. It's just like, I'm not feeling it.
Because you got to be entertaining. You got to be funny. You got to be, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. I feel for you.
You build up this
I would not want to do it, man.
You build up this idea of what someone is, and then you meet them, and then you see who they really are.
Well, because, like, the thing that always bothered me about dating apps, it's like, you guys may have a different opinion or advice on it. Like, for me, for about a week, maybe a week and a half max, like, texting, maybe calls on the phone, it's like, okay, let's, like, meet up in person, go on a date or something. I'd always get the line, oh, let's talk a little bit longer. Then, like, 2, 3, 4 weeks go by, and then I'm getting ghosted. I'm like, dude, it's like, at that point, is it really me? It's like...
Yeah. They're actually saying those words, let's talk a little longer.
Yeah, I've heard
paraphrasing, but yeah,
paraphrasing, but
they're probably because they probably got like 3 or 4 other dudes on the hook that they're also talking to.
See,
they're trying to figure out. Well, let's see which one of these 4 guys am I talking to is gonna
and you don't want to
fit the resume or fit the job description that I've got. This impossible job description that you are never gonna meet. You're never gonna fit. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It is challenging, man. It's best to meet someone out in the wild. It's best to meet someone more carnal, you know, than over the internet. The internet's just dog shit. Everything's fake on there. You know, you see it's just,
there's some success stories, but
very few. And usually those are the people that made the app. Yeah, we have a successful. Who?
Jeremy and Kathy.
Oh, God. We talked about him when I had the band. Did I tell you I had my band over here watching Tomorrow Burn? I had Josh Cooper here. I had Jeremy Demery.
When? He was up?
This is a couple weeks. Yeah, he was in town.
What?
We did a whole...
Bro, why didn't you call me?
Because it was just the band. This was just the band.
Oh, I was part of the band?
You weren't in our band.
I was a roadie.
Yeah, I'm sure you helped.
I was a groupie.
A groupie.
I was a groupie.
I told Scott I was going to ask
Almost famous.
I needed someone to do cameras for that. Cause
I could have did cameras.
I know. I didn't think.
Dang.
I know. It was cool, though.
Could have got a picture with my teacher.
Your teacher?
Taught me like 4 courses.
Oh, Josh, yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, that was awesome, dude. That was a lot of fun.
Did you have Jeremy?
We talked about Jeremy.
Because Jeremy said he wanted to be on the show with Josh.
He called in from Grafton Correctional. I'm just joking. Not that Jeremy.
No.
That was the joke on the show.
Oh my God.
As we were talking about our
I was talking about.
That was the joke. So you remember Jeremy, right? The guy, the comedian. Have you ever met him? Okay. So he's spelled with a GH, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
We had a guy in my band called Jeremy with a J. And he's in prison for some crazy stuff. And we were talking about that stuff. And throughout the show, Jeremy's like, I just want to be clear. This is not me. We're talking about. Because he
So Jeremy did come by.
He came because he was in our band.
Yeah.
So
did he hash it out with Cooper?
Oh yeah, it was fine.
Did you record?
We did the first one on his show. You should watch it.
We recorded.
We went over to his show.
I'm listening to it.
You got to.
I will.
It's on his podcast.
It's awesome.
I want to say it's called Big Boy Money because we talked about
the name of the episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So look that up.
That's awesome because we talked about it.
Yeah.
He kept talking. He kept talking about.
Yeah. So I had that. We all came over, did part 2 of Big Boy Money.
I'm so mad at you right now.
Oh, sorry, man. You know what? They were. If I'm just, and I'm going to cut this out, but Josh, you know Josh Cooper, like how yeah, I'm gonna cut this out. He was upset that Jeremy was coming. Like he wanted to just be me, Josh, and Josh. I was like, well, Jeremy, like we were.
So it was him.
Huh?
It was him.
Oh, I didn't even mention. Dude, I almost forgot about this whole thing. I forgot that
The drama
was
was him though.
who, Josh?
Yeah.
Oh no, dude, you got to watch it. It was Jeremy. Jeremy was the one that quit the band. He quit our band.
He quit the band because of Josh Cooper.
But it was for the funniest reason. When you
Because he admitted he's like at that time of his life he probably felt like he was done and tired and
oh yeah, you're right.
He just
you're
found
there.
any reason. It was the dumbest reason, but it was just a reason to quit. Whatever.
Well, what it was it was regarding social. We just watch that.
I have to watch it.
But just
Yeah,
watch
you didn't
it.
have to rehash.
I don't want to
Yeah,
spoil it, even though I haven't posted
What time
it yet.
is it? I got to get moving anyway.
Yeah, it is almost 9. But yeah, man, we talked about a little bit of everything, man. We talked about I don't know. What's rehashing? What do we all talk? I'm talking about right now.
Huh?
I'm talking about right now. Did you want to wrap up?
I wanted to get on your kit for a little bit before it got too late.
Yeah. So we can wrap this up then. Let's put this to bed.
Yeah.
I think we went long enough with this.
Yeah, I was kind of. I really did. I know I texted you earlier. I was like, I really don't want to rehash everything I've done the last 2 months because like I want to just stick on like 1 or 2 topics for most of the show because I know how I can get. So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was cool. And thanks, guys, for coming by. Thanks, Scott. It's good seeing you.
Bro, I'm just
Always a
glad
pleasure
we're
to be
finally able to get back together, man. I feel like it's been forever.
It had been forever. And I've been doing solo ones. I've been doing Zoom ones.
Yeah.
They're not so great.
Yeah.
It's not so good.
Yeah, because anytime Tim mentions that, like, hey, podcast this Friday, I want to do it, like, I'm always, like, talking about it to my team members, and they're like, I actually had one coworker, like, why are you getting so excited? I'm like, 1, I'm not doing radio for a profession, and 2, it's like, it's just a fun thing to be a part of, and it's like, I'm just glad that they're asking me to come back, so.
Yeah, man.
That's your in, bro. That's
in.
what makes you, what's the word?
In like Flint.
No, like.
In like Flint. That was backwards.
Me and Ryan talked about this back in the day when we were going to church together.
Oh, yeah.
Like how some of the younger girls at our church like looked up to us because we were like celebrities because we played in the church band and like that's all they knew. So it was like every week they seen us up on stage as like part of like we're like celebrities in our own little niche, our own little environment. And like, dude, that's your way of like being a celebrity in your little circle, your little network. It's like, yeah, I got a podcast. Dude, whenever I mention somebody that I got a podcast, they're like, oh, a podcast? It's like, yeah, you got a podcast?
You ever see that South Park where...
Yeah, they make fun of podcasts. Everybody's got a podcast now.
Yeah. Well, like every conversation, they have to bring out like a desk and headphones, and they're like, okay, this is like, it was like Cartman. So funny, man. Anyways, yeah. Let's put a ribbon on this one, and
sure.
We'll talk to you guys soon. Later.
Drive safe.
Hey, thanks again for joining us on Your Drive Home podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the show. And also don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. We will talk to you guys soon. Until then, drive safe.